Good morning. It's morning somewhere. I'm about to uh, explain that I am addicted to food. I'm diabetic too, and the struggle I've had with being a diabetic. Okay, I grew up on a swim team playing water polo. I swam a lot of yards. 10,000 yards a day was not that big a deal. And I ate like there was no tomorrow. And that bled over into my later years. And I ate like there was no tomorrow. But it had to end because I became diabetic. And I ballooned up to 345 pounds. So, in my quest to beat this, because I do believe that it's a eating disorder, I have no confidence in the diabetic medications that the doctors will give you. I found out what insulin actually does, and it doesn't do anything but shove the sugar back into your blood cells. And it's like a little kid cleaning his room. He's shoving everything under the bed, but it's still there. It's still a mess. So over the years, I stopped drinking sodas, went to diet sodas. That really didn't do a whole lot, but going fast forward, I'm now 67, and I became a diabetic when I was like 38, 40, something like that, and slowly over the years, you learn what you shouldn't eat. And I've gotten to the point where I'm going carnivore. And I feel best when I'm strict carnivore. I still have a problem with cheating. It's taken me a long time to get past the cravings that you have for certain foods and things like that. And so, the chocolate disappeared. I mean, my favorite candy bar used to be a Snickers and a Reese's. I haven't had those in years. I haven't had potatoes or rice or any of that kind of stuff, no bread, for years. And when meat goes on sale, I go buy it because I feel best when I'm strictly on a meat diet and do a little fasting here and there. I've still got a little bit to conquer to get my blood sugar and A1C into line, but I'm getting there. I'll cheat and then I'll get back on it. Keep trying. So it's been a long process, but I'm going to get there, because to cure the food addiction, you need to stop eating all that food. My body turned into a totally oversized refrigerator, because the fat on your body, I do believe, is there to serve you as fuel for your body when you don't have any food. And nowadays, it's almost, I mean, everyone has a refrigerator full of all sorts of stuff, a pantry full of all sorts of stuff. So, what makes this hard is I'm the only one in the family doing this because I'm the only one that's diabetic. So I just keep working at it. And I'm going to get there because I've lost 145 pounds going from here to here. And so I encourage anyone that is diabetic to check out the carnivore channels because they're very inspiring. They help me a lot. I watch them and they inspire me. Okay, so where do I fail? Where do I cheat? Well, it's usually at the family functions where, you go to, say, the last one I went to was, my father-in-law died. So, everyone gathered afterwards and chatted and visited. And, of course, there was food there. There was not one thing there that I could eat and feel good about. I mean, breads, pasta salads, finger sandwiches, which had all sorts of stuff on them, cookies, cakes, pies, all sorts of stuff. And it makes it hard when you see everyone chowing down on all this stuff and you know that you shouldn't have any because your blood sugar is going to go straight up. And it's hard to manage that at times. But I keep going, I keep trying, and because of my diet, I attribute that to the aches and pains going away, the arthritis in my hands. I used to be a carpenter. Now I'm just a retired guy that does projects. And it's hard to, the busier I am, the better I am. The more movement, I do walking a lot. And I mean, when I first retired, going to the mailbox was a chore. Now, I will go to the store a mile away. And I mean, I've done up to 8-10 mile walks on the average. I have a step counter on my app on my phone, and probably the minimum I like to do in steps per day is about 10,000 steps per day. And the more active I am, the better I feel. And, I was a carpenter. I ended up with lots of problems. That's why I had to retire early. And I just feel a whole lot better doing this. But I still have a problem where I fall off the wagon and I haven't gotten to the point where I can resist consistently. So just if you guys any of you are diabetic and have aches and pains, you might consider carnivore or at least keto. You know, my wife is not diabetic, but I've pretty much got her on meat and vegetables only. I've basically forced her to eat what I eat, and but when she goes out with her friends and stuff, I have no idea what she has, and I don't really want to know. But I know that she eats stuff that I would never fix around here. So, yeah, just it has helped me because I'm 67, and when I'm doing it right, I feel like a 40-year-old. I mean, that's taken 27 years off. I get up, I'm ready and roaring to go, and when I've cheated, I don't get up as easy the next morning, and I got to go through the process of getting that crap out of my system again. So, anyway, that's my little story. And remember, just going carnivore, or at least ketovore or keto or whatever, I mean, anything that has carbs in it is a diabetic's problem, because even some vegetables have carbs in them, and a carb is a diabetic's worst nightmare. So I keep working and doing the best I can of eating a zero carb diet: beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. So I went from this to this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.